here's a video where you can freak out about my hair. It's clean. So I was just hearing some pops out in the neighborhood, and I always, the first one, I always think like, is that a gunshot? And like, how would I know? But then I listen for it, and then it goes almost rhythmically, and there's several of them. I don't think if it were a gun, you would just like shoot. It's not like duck hunt, you know what I mean? So fireworks. And my automatic response to fireworks is that they're fucking stupid and I want to know where they came from. And sometimes I want to just ponder things, and someone who maybe I'm pondering that thing out loud with will immediately grab their phone, and I'll be like, no, can we just like have a conversation about it and maybe come up with a wild scenario as to where they came from and then look up the actual answer? Anyway, I don't really want to do that now. I want to know where they came from and why they're even a thing. Why are they a thing? Why do people make a big deal about it, and why do they have to buy them and then set them off and make a bunch of fucking noise? Like, we all live here. We all fucking live here. We all live here. A couple years ago, different neighbor, not the old lady and not the good neighbors, and not the 500 people that live in that house, or I think their relatives, which is another 500 who live in that house. It was this one over here. As you may remember, if you have watched previous chats with me, is an alleyway. So I have an alleyway, and there's, I believe, 8 garages all. They're not touching, but they're next to each other, and so we share that. Like, our houses are on the line, and the garages are on the line. So the neighbors had, I guess, fireworks in their garage, and one went off and set it on fire, and the whole garage burned down, and their car that was in it, I think it was a Dodge something, because I remember looking at it the next day, and I was like, whoa. I think I took a picture of it, but it was like years ago, and it'd be hard to find. And thankfully, it didn't get anyone else's house or anyone else's garage, because the person next to them has one of those. It's almost like an easy up garage, you know, just like. Anyway, I don't get it. And then I started thinking, well, what are other things that people enjoy that I don't understand? And I'll tell you what the fuck it is. Motorcycles or crotch rockets or any motorized 2-wheeled vehicle. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if it's COVID or like post-COVID, or if it's just because it's warm out now that people are like in heat and they're just doing crazy things. But the fucking traffic lately, I'm telling you, I know that it is my anxiety 100%. When I feel anxious, the lanes on the road are too small, and everyone's gonna come into my lane is how I feel. Like, there's no fucking space, and people are on top of me and trying to take shit from me. What else do you want from me? I'm 100% in that mode right now. I think that everything is just a task. Everything. Okay, what else? 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 Are we done? What else? Like that. It's my anxiety. Which is so neat. And the reason I'm saying this out loud is because I didn't know that before. I feel like, which is why specifically in these videos I tell so many of my stories, and I talk about myself a lot. It's not, I don't think it's a narcissistic thing, but you never fucking know. Do narcissists know that they're narcissists? Probably not. I don't know. I don't think it's that way. The reason that I share things and like get specific about things is I have learned so much from other people who've done the same thing, whether it's been from a book or a podcast or whatever. When we share the human experience, again, what I'm looking for all the time is relation. How am I related to other people? How are they related to me? How are we related to each other? How are we related to animals, the earth? Like, how is everything connected? It's like my life's book report, as if it were, that's my project for my life, is to figure shit out. Yeah, so anyway, along the way, I'm trying to figure out my own things. So it's very interesting to me that I have been able to be more observant of myself and why I do the things that I do. Because years ago, I never would have known that it was my anxiety that made the road seem too small. Or I just wouldn't have put the two things together. I would have just felt like everyone on the road was an asshole, and I'm just the one who's right. which is like a lot of us all the time. But why do I need to think that? Because I'm only having my experience at the time. But now that I know, that's like my signal, the universal signal to me, hey, you better check yourself. You feel like the road is too small for you. Do you feel too small? Are you being suffocated somewhere? Are you not giving yourself enough space? Are you not giving yourself enough space, enough quiet? Anyhow, the motorcycles, bringing it back, they're just zipping all over the place, all over the place. And I don't care. Like I care, but I just see them and I'm like, man, you're gonna call it, like, if you're doing this shit on fucking Route 7 and you fuck up, you're gonna fuck up a lot of people's day. A lot of people. Because someone's probably gonna hit you and you're gonna traumatize them, and then other people are going to see it, and then so many people are going to see the aftermath. So if you want to be risking your fucking motorcycle, can you not? Or at least go to the goddamn country. Legit, this guy was doing wheelies down Route fucking 7. Then I got Mr. Small Dick over here to my right in his fucking Maserati, like, I don't know what he's revving. He like paid for his car to be louder. Like, shut the fuck up. If you're asking people to look at you, what are you directing their attention away from? Like when someone offers to you, when someone is talking to you, like you're getting to know them, the information that they offer to you is very telling about them. Obviously, because they're telling you about them, but really what subjects or things that they find worthy or valuable to share with you will tell you a lot about their personality. So if you're in conversation, say like a cocktail conversation, you're at a party, you don't know this person, you start talking, and they just start listing like their accomplishments, like maybe where they went to school, what they do for work, what they make a year. They're very accomplished-based thinking. Or if someone is just talking about their fucking Maserati or, you know, all of their items that are expensive, then they're rewards driven, which, like, you know, they're very similar, achievements and rewards. A lot of times we reward ourselves with achievements or for achievements with, you know, things that cost money, and vice versa. Like, oh, this costs money, so I can buy this achievement, whatever. What am I talking about rich people right now? Oh yeah, what people choose to tell you about themselves. So that's why I made that assumption about Mr. Maserati over here, but I get that, you know, you're in a rush to get somewhere and you would like to have some attention, but like, I'm just trying to fucking drive to this studio and then that studio and then daycare and then for my dog and kids' school twice a day and the gym and the grocery store and what else? Can you just maybe not make it so stressful? Yes, I can totally take responsibility for my anxiety, and I am doing that. 2, can you help a girl out? Can you chill the fuck out? Can you just sit and find joy in not blowing shit up? I don't know. It's a thought. Just a request. Just like what I'm teaching. Nobody has listened to fucking anything I say. But I'm also just free to say it. And just fucking say it. And I'm really excited that I'm coming up on a cycle of owning who I am and loving how much I don't care about all the people that fucking hate me. It's pretty cool because it just means that there's something about me that causes a very strong reaction. And I am typically either you don't notice me, or it's a love or hate relationship, or it's a love and then it becomes an extreme hate. But it's the same thing. Just like crying and laughing. It's the same release of energy. You have something that's built up that needs to get out, and it is an emotional release to laugh or to cry. You're having a physical response to your emotions. So that's why a lot of times, well, I don't know, it happens a lot of times to me, but if you think back at a time when you got emotional, you were crying, and you're with someone, and you felt maybe like you didn't want to be crying, laughing automatically started to happen because you're like, what's the word? Suppressing the urge to cry, but that had to come out anyway, so it turns into a laugh, or you like, yeah, anyway. Don't tell me, I got it. Oh, yeah, just owning who I am, because I just go through like that sort of cycle. I don't know if you guys do. I don't know if it's like a bipolar thing or an anxiety thing or just a, I don't know, Jess Badula thing. I'm not sure. So if I say it out loud, I go through cycles of like, yep, I'm good. I'm good. I understand who I am. I have the approval of the people that I have. I do not have it of a lot of other people. And I don't know why, and then I would just leave it alone. I don't want to fucking talk about this. But it's bothering me. I'm in a cycle of it's bothering me. It's not different than it's ever been. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's not because I'm like a shitty friend and I just don't know how to be with people. We're all shitty friends at one point or another. And the people who are just still friends talk about things and get through them. And maybe they do that a lot of times. And then maybe they do it for a last time. That feels a lot better than just, fuck you. You know what I mean? And even if it wasn't an actual fuck you, how about a good for you guys? Yeah. I like closure. Like now. Good night.